What's up, everyone? Welcome back. Hold on a second. Oh,
geez. Are you taking off your shirt? What are you doing? What was that? Was that was that your wardrobe change?
My work shirt. Yep. Pull the guns out.
That was your wardrobe change. That was ridiculous. He's like, hold up.
The crowd liked it.
The crowd goes wild for Godfrey taking off his shirt.
Please sit down.
No, this is nothing. It's just a man. It's a man, a big bear. You would be a bear in the gay community. You would definitely be a bear. What is that? Is that Little Caesars?
No, how dare you? My Fighting DeLuca shirt I bought from a pizza place that on Barstool, they gave it a 9.4 rating.
One bite, everybody knows the rules. I'm going to eat the whole pizza even though it was one bite. What the hell is up with that? It's not just like a shtick, I guess. One bite, everybody knows the rules. I'm going to take 3 bites, then I'm going to eat it from the crust.
Sounds like it works.
What is up with that?
I don't know, man. But
if you were if you were to be somebody who rated food, what food would you like to rate? What do you think that you're an expert on in terms of food that you would go that
pizza, right?
Right, but what do you think? Do you think it would be pizza as well, or do you think you would pick another food?
I don't know if it would have to be like a underappreciated but universally good food. I mean, everybody reviews the cheesesteak, so maybe you could do a hoagie or a sub review, but people do that.
I would do buffalo wings. That would be mine. Buffalo wings.
I feel like people do that.
They do, but I'm saying that would be mine. That would, if I were to do a shtick where I'm eating something and letting you
How about a
know the
salad? How about
quality
a
of it.
salad?
A
How about a salad
salad.
reviewer? A salad
A
reviewer.
salad reviewer. You could go
And
far with that. So many different iterations of a
yeah,
salad.
we could call it tossed salad.
Yeah. And they
Let us
boom.
toss your salad and give it a rating.
It's a new podcast coming from the Godfrey. Watch out.
You better not come in with some limp fucking lettuce because I'm gonna expose you. I mean,
it was good. I
that
was
is
gonna give it a high rating, but your lettuce was limp. I'm sorry.
yeah. Well, listen. First of all, I saw someone doing a food review the other day, and I laughed. He's a portly guy. Not that that matters, but from what I'm about to tell you next, you would be like, you would probably say to yourself, "Does he weigh a lot?" So he got a burger. He was reviewing food at the stadium or a stadium or arena, and he carries a salt pouch. So he pulled out a pouch, probably about
Okay.
yay big,
All
that
right.
had salt in it, and then poured it on his food.
Huh.
I
That like
mean,
I've seen individuals who will carry like ranch dressing in their purse. Like that,
yeah,
is that similar?
I think that's extra. I
Is that
think that would be
extra?
extra.
I mean,
Yes.
sometimes you just want that hidden valley. I don't know. The salt's a little weird too. You kind of expect if you're buying something of food nature that the establishment will have some salt. Unless you are a salt like diva or something. Like you got to have the proper salt on your food. That's weird. It's
I mean,
problematic. Would that be a deal breaker for you on a date? A girl just pulled out like her own salt?
no, it would be okay with me if she let me break her chops about it. Like, if I was able to make fun of her about it
Yeah, okay.
and she took it well.
Yeah.
But if, like, I made fun of her about it and she was upset, like, I'm gonna give you one. I was at a house on Monday,
Okay.
and I brought them a pizza. These people aren't from this country, and we've been having a debate, which is an ongoing joke, that 7-Eleven pizza is the best pizza, and I'm like, "You
What?
don't know what you're talking about. Um, this is ridiculous, and I'm gonna prove you wrong." So I got them a pizza that I knew was good. I've had before. It was near where they live, and I got it, and I'm sitting at the table, and I hear mustard getting squeezed onto the pizza and
Okay.
ketchup. I wanted to press charges. I'm like, "Wait a second. Why are you putting ketchup on the pizza?"
Right.
I'm like, "There's tomato sauce on it already." I mean, I know it's not the same, but I'm like, "Oh, okay." And they're like, "Well, they do this in my country all the time." I'm like, "That's because you have shit pizza in your country." Like, I don't understand. And then yellow mustard, we all know how that's beneath me, and I'm a spicy mustard guy. But anyway, any mustard in general is not acceptable on pizza, in my opinion.
Well,
I
it's funny
Unless
that
it's
good.
school pizza that was shit to begin with, that was just a rectangular piece of bread with some cheese sprinkled on it.
It's
That's
funny that you
okay.
say that because just seriously 2 or 3 days ago, my fiance Laura had she didn't eat all of her pizza, and I went in and put mustard on the pizza, and she looks at me with this disgusted look and says, "What are you putting on that pizza?" And I said, "I'm putting yellow mustard." And she said, "Why
Mm,
would you do that?" And I said, "It helps with the flavor." It literally just a couple days ago. Um, I've got a picture up of what a 7-Eleven pizza looks like.
yeah.
I
First
would like
off,
I would like everybody to notice that it's completely round except for one slice, which looks like it came randomly from another pizza. That one slice is shorter. Where did that one slice come from?
yeah, right?
And I don't like you judging us people that like to put condiments on our pizza.
I
I
mean,
feel singled out. I feel triggered. And I don't appreciate it. I would also like to add, if I may, that I think I've brought this up on this show that the wings, uh, 7-Eleven's spicy wings and regular wings are some of the best wings I've ever had. Bar
not
none.
bad, but
I've been going
they
back
don't
and
so
back there for them.
they don't make their own wings, and they don't make their own pizza.
Oh, of course they don't. I mean, it's bought. It's bought and heated up, or however you want to put it. But they are tremendous. They're beefy. They're big. Oh, this is a really good representation of what these things look like, and
Spicy ring is underrated there.
they are just unbelievable
So
and so good.
7-Eleven, I'm pretty sure that it's made by like Stouffer's or some shit like that.
Probably
Um, I'm trying to find it out right now. Um,
deep dive in the 7-Eleven's food.
yeah, and
Let's
I
just
know
go there. Let's just go there this weekend and
Wawa,
ask the guy.
Wawa, they're not gonna know. I mean, so I've seen them unwrap this pizza because I live next to a 7-Eleven and put it in the oven. It's that they're not like putting the dough out and
Oh
putting the
no.
sauce on
I
it.
don't think that
This is
the guy running the cash register goes back afterwards and is throwing the dough in the air.
you think he has on his LinkedIn profile, pizza connoisseur
Oh,
or pizza
absolutely.
technician?
Oh, dude, their LinkedIn profile is like, what is it? Some fancy way to say food prep.
Pizza making consultant?
Yeah, there's some fancy way they do that. They've got to. That is definitely a thing.
Or he just doesn't give a shit, but,
You know, if anybody in that kind of industry working at like Wawa, 7-Eleven, gas station, but they have a LinkedIn profile, oh, they're using a thesaurus to try and figure out how to beef up what they're saying.
yeah, like, when you're selling your pizzas buy one, get one free, you know they're not, they're pre-made, and the thing is you can cast it there's some good frozen pizzas out there. Some people have debated with me, but it's nowhere near the top, alright? So, maybe if you're gonna rate it in the frozen pizza category, because that's really what it is, they're just putting it in the freezer and taking it out.
Yeah, yeah.
The wing, they're highly underrated, but, yeah, I don't know. Lettuce, though, man, I don't like I'm not someone that's like, "You know what? You know what would be refreshing if I had some lettuce on that," right? And so I can leave it or take it, but the thing that annoys me about, lettuce is this,
What?
okay? When people like, if it's not crisp and crunchy and doesn't look healthy, don't put it on there, right? Like, I hate shredded lettuce. Like, I'm not a fucking rabbit,
You
right?
hate
I don't
shredded lettuce?
what's
Like
the
on a
point of it?
taco? What about on a taco?
You taste the lettuce on that?
Yeah, you gotta have the lettuce on the taco. What are you
So
talking about?
you sound like an IPA drinker, right?
Oh
You
my
you so
god.
you're gonna eat the taco, be like, "My god, that taco was fantastic." The lettuce bursted through with flavor
It
through
doesn't
every
burst through, but it definitely adds to the taco. I wouldn't if somebody were to say to
That's
me,
just to make
do
it
you want
the
lettuce
taco
on
move through
this?
your smelly ass.
Do you
That's it
want
that
lettuce on your taco or not? I'm not gonna say leave it off. I'll say put the
no,
lettuce on
I'll
there.
if I get a crunch wrap from Taco Bell, I say hold the lettuce.
Hold the lettuce. Just
No
hold it.
lettuce.
Hold it.
Done.
When you have it in your hand, throw it in the trash. Just
Yeah.
toss it.
You can keep your lettuce and feed it to the rabbit or feed it to that other jerk off that got a 10-pack taco and it has lettuce all over it. It
What
gets all
about
over the place. There's no value to it. Like, and if I
there's no
get
value to it. What if you're getting like a nice cheesesteak hoagie with some lettuce on there and they've shredded it up and it's nice?
I'm not gonna prefer the shredded and cheesesteak hoagie is for asshole. All right.
I just got a cheesesteak hoagie like 2 weeks ago, and I looked at Laura and I said, I'm so happy I got the cheesesteak hoagie and not just the cheesesteak, because the shredded lettuce with the tomato underneath was a delight. It was a delight. You're crazy. You've got
I'm not crazy.
issues. You need to seek a therapist to find out at what age did somebody throw shredded lettuce at your face and it has scarred
No.
you.
It's because, like Wawa, for example, like they like to shred their lettuce. I replace lettuce with pickles, which are more delicious, or sweet peppers. That is my choice of garnish if they're more delicious. If I feel super healthy, I'll do spinach. Like a salad, I prefer kale, spinach, or something, you know, that's crispy. Like I'm a big salad critic on Caesar. Like I don't like shitty Caesar salads. Like I don't want your fucking stale croutons. Like if they're gonna be in there, which I don't prefer a crouton to be honest. I think they're overrated. But I
Like
need them to
they're
be good.
overrated. They added extra
Yeah.
crunch and extra nice
I want my
crunch to
lettuce
your
to be
salad.
crunchy. I want my Caesar dressing to be tangy. I don't want fucking bullshit shredded cheese. I want a shaved Parmesan on there with a little bit of pepper.
You do just not
And
like anything shredded.
no,
You must
I do like
really hate
shredded.
coleslaw. You just throw
Oh, coleslaw.
coleslaw on the ground and spit at it.
Coleslaw is the junk of sides. It's bullshit. If you've ever
What?
worked in a
It's
Jersey
only
diner,
bullshit because you get it in this little tiny container. But other than that, it's amazing. Oh my
listen,
dude, you are the
listen.
you are the
Here's the thing
worst.
about coleslaw. Imagine working in a New Jersey diner. You're a waiter. You get coleslaw for people, and in that coleslaw, you go take a scoop of it with the dish they put it in right out of the fucking bucket they keep it in. Like not a nice little dish or like
I have worked in restaurants and worked in the kitchen. I know where the coleslaw is coming out of. They make a
yeah,
big
yeah.
giant thing of it. They take a little scoop and they that's how you get it.
That sounds so delicious.
Oh,
Coleslaw, like if it's dressed up, I'll try it. I'm not against it. It doesn't taste nasty. I just
what do
think
you
it's
mean
boring.
dressed up? What are you dressing it up with?
Well, there's different types of coleslaws. I'm pretty sure,
Yeah,
like different recipes.
but you
You know, if you,
you are a food diva. You are a snob with
I'm
this
really not.
shit.
I just don't. There's no
Oh
point
my
to lettuce. Like,
god.
so if you go to your favorite burger place and they have your burger and they're like, "Listen, Mike, we're all out of lettuce. Are you going to deny the burger?"
Listen to me. Listen, I'm not going to deny it. I'm not going to deny it. Here's
Right?
I've
Because it
heard
doesn't
you.
matter.
I have heard you. See, your listeners have not heard you order food. I've heard you order food. You
Very
go through a
particular.
whole list of what you want, what you don't, and can you do this? I would like it if you create a you take what they're offering and you just make it a crazy Frankenstein version of what they're offering. My favorite thing to do.
It's not my fault that they don't make the best version.
You know better than they do. You know better.
Absolutely.
Here's what I like to
1000%.
do. When I go out to a restaurant or if I order from a place or whatever I'm doing, whenever I order something, you will never hear me say, "Can you take this off? Can you put this on the side? Can you put this on there? Can you put extra?" You know why? Because I'm judging that place. I'm judging that restaurant. I'm judging that food chain. I'm judging that food truck, whatever it is, because
Sounds very judgy.
I want it the way that you, the food connoisseur, the person who invented this food item and put it on the menu, I want to know how you thought up this product, and then I want to judge you on how you made it. If it doesn't taste good, if there's something wrong with it, I'm not ordering it again.
I'm okay with that. I'll try it that way. But I'm talking about classics. Like, listen, when I get a hoagie or a sub, as some of you people call it, hoagie's the correct term, but most people call it sub.
Some people are
Um,
wrong. Some people are.
mo-
Some of you people, you're
yeah,
just wrong, and I'll suffice you. Go ahead.
it's pork roll, not Taylor ham. Fuck you
You're
people.
wrong if you think otherwise.
Yeah, it's pork roll.
You
But
you just cut your
by the way,
audience in half.
did did we send? Yeah, pulled pork equals heaven and coleslaw, maybe. But are you going to eat the pulled pork if they don't have coleslaw? Probably. So just making sure our
So,
notifications went out.
so
But yeah, listen, what was I talking about? What was I don't know where the
you were
fuck I went.
about to say, Jesus Christ! You were just about to say you were about to go on a rant, and I'm sorry you got sidetracked.
Oh, I asked them to take the McGoy or scoop the roll out of a hoagie. I like the roll scooped. I
What
think I'm not
the?
there. Yeah, I don't
Are
want. I
you
don't want.
kidding me?
Yeah, that's the thing. I get the roll scoop. When I get a cheesesteak, I want the roll scoop.
I
Sometimes I won't, depending on the cheesesteak place. I like my cheese whiz lathered on the bread, not poured on top of the steak.
dude. When you're here, this is why we should never ever order food when you're around. Because you know what? You go to order something, you say, "Godfrey, would you like something?" And it's never gonna. Okay, we've had Godfrey over the house for like poker night, and everybody's getting pizza.
I
And
got the grandma's pizza.
Godfrey has to be the oddball who goes for a curveball and wants something different than what everybody just gets, plain or pepperoni. And Godfrey has to be the odd one.
But I paid for it, and how much of that grandma's pizza was left? 0 slices. Zeros. People are like, "Oh, that's my favorite." I'm the hero that's gonna come to the party with like, "Man, that's a really good beer choice." Like, I'm that hero for you. I'm not the guy that's gonna walk in with a 12-pack of Coors Light. Sorry if you do. Sorry if you're offended.
I
I like
am
Coors. A cold Coors Light is refreshing. That's my favorite trash beer. Miller Lite, no. But anyway,
I am the most vanilla person when it comes to ordering. I'm gonna pick something off the menu and you if there's options, I'll go whatever they have on it, whatever they put, Well, Mike, do you want this? Does it say that that comes on it? Then yes, I want that. There is not much that I'm going to say no to, or don't put that on there, or put this on there instead. No. So I don't know. I
Yeah.
feel like that makes me an easier going person and helps me to judge their food more and be a better person to inform them.
If it's a specialty item that I've never had before, then I'll go with the way they recommend to have it. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
But like I said, like if it's a burger, there's gonna be a certain way I want it. Um, you know, and I'll live within the confines of the condiments you have. Um, it depends. Like there's just certain things. Like unless I know that you make a certain burger well, like for example, I'm not an American cheese fan.
What?
Sucks. But Five Guys uses American cheese and it tastes good on their burger. So I'm really okay with it. But yeah, I mean, American cheese is made for sandwiches. Do you go like, oh, let me go get some American cheese dip, or do you go get queso dip? That's right. Unless
I
you're
don't.
going to get
I
unless you're
don't
going to
think.
get a crab fry,
I,
like you're not getting American cheese dip.
that is
Just
right.
saying.
But I mean, if you're
So
in the grocery store, they're not going to really have American cheese. But yes, I hear what you're saying.
I mean, I liked it when I was a kid because like the old lady at the lunch counter would be like, "Ooh, do you want a piece of cheese?" They see you walking by and they give you the free slice.
Yeah.
I don't know if that happens nowadays still. It probably does some places, but you get the free slice. Um, and I didn't know any better. But then when I started to taste these other cheeses, I was like, "Oh my god, my mom's been lying to me." And actually, my mom likes Swiss cheese, and she got me on that because she likes that
Oh.
better than American cheese.
Oh.
Swiss is better. You don't think so?
Oh. There's not many foods items, and especially cheese, that I don't like, and Swiss is one of them.
So you're saying a Swiss cheeseburger is like a no go for you?
I will eat it. I will eat it. It's not proper. When I was younger,
Okay.
though, my one of my favorite sandwiches was cheese and mayonnaise sandwich. American cheese, mayonnaise, boom, good to go. Never Swiss.
American cheese.
American cheese.
Yeah. Yep, I'm
America.
gonna pass on the American cheese.
America.
Just saying.
Yeah.
But yeah, the lettuce, man. I just if you're gonna do lettuce, just do it right. That's all. Like it's just like you can't overheat the lettuce. It's gonna become soggy. It's disgusting at that point. It's like
Right, but you're
you,
the type
you
of
ever
guy.
take a
You ever take a
burger,
what?
where like I don't know, it was delivered to you and the lettuce got soggy, and you're just like, let me just throw this out of here because it's just like
No, I eat it. I'm the type of guy that eats a salad a day later. I'll put it in the fridge with the
I'm okay with
dressing
eating
on it and
salad a day
everything,
later.
and I'll eat the salad a day later. And
As
even
long
if
as
it's
it
all soggy and at the bottom, I put it in my mouth.
mm, well, we've established there's not many things you won't put in your mouth. So I'm not surprised that you will put a salad in your mouth. That's the least extreme example of
Well,
things
it used
that
it
you're
for a
willing to
little
put in
bit
your
there. It
mouth.
was a huge part of the show, which was what are we going to put in Mike's mouth this week?
Oh, we could bring that back. So audience feedback is demanding it. Yep. Oh, okay. Is that how you guys feel about it? All right, cool.
Yes, 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 yes.
Yeah, well,
Oh,
listen, I think it's pretty interesting, but that's I don't know, fuck lettuce. But
fuck lettuce.
that's a good
Hashtag
T-shirt.
fuck lettuce.
How about I get like a T-shirt that says F on the top, and then a picture of a lettuce head with like a sensor ring over it, like with the cross through it.
That'd be good, but I still think flat out just big letters fuck lettuce or a hat that says fuck lettuce.
Yeah,
I like it. That could be a thing.
I mean, I could see them selling that.
Vegetarians would rise up against you. Fuck
I could see
lettuce.
that.
Where like a cow is banging a head of lettuce. I don't know.
I think I could convince Hot Topic to put that in their clothes lineup.
Fuck lettuce.
Fuck
Fuck
lettuce.
lettuce.
Yeah, if you say that quick. So speaking of surprises, where I wasn't surprised, did you know that Antonio Brown did a rap concert or was supposed to?
I don't even know who that is.
Well, I'm not surprised because he's a pretty famous wide receiver that doesn't play anymore. But
Oh,
he has
okay. Yeah, I have no idea who
mental
that
issues.
is.
Well, let's just say he's not known for being a rap artist. But this
Dude,
guy,
Shaquille O'Neal's a rapper. I don't want to hear it.
yeah, but this guy, he's no Fushnikins. So was that Shaquille O'Neal's? No, that was someone else. What was Shaquille O'Neal's? Kazam? I forget what his rap name was.
I forget.
Was it Fushnikins?
Baby.
Did he have a rap name?
I don't remember. I just know that he was a rapper, and other rappers said that he was really good at it. That he did comedy. Comedians said he was good. He's apparently great at everything he does.
Yeah, he's like 7'2". Like they don't want to get the shit beat out of him.
So you're saying people are just looking at him scared, going, "You're great, awesome, fantastic, thumbs up."
Yeah, he had a song called "What's Up, Doc," and apparently, "Can We Rock," and that peaked at number 39 on the Billboard 100. So I remember that. Beavis and Butthead reviewed it.
Beavis and Butthead reviewed it.
Yeah, it was on. I think it was on one of their episodes.
Did this guy put out a rap song?
Yeah. So basically, what happened was, for my non-sports fans out of there, I'll let you know his level of crazy he's known for, and then you can make your judgment. So he's reportedly farted in his doctor's face on purpose.
Okay.
This is a real thing. Trash some hotel rooms, whatever. I guess some people have done that. He was an NFL receiver making millions of dollars. He literally quit and left the game in the middle of the game and took his shirt off and walked out. So he's not exactly the most stable individual. So if you said to me, "Would you like to go see an Antonio Brown concert?" I would say, "Fuck no," because he pulled an Axl Rose and he just didn't show up. So yep, that's that day. So it was in Worcester, Mass. And I'm not sure telling me how many people were gonna watch this thing, but you'll never believe it. But he never showed up to a scheduled performance. So um former NFL star Antonio Brown canceled a planned rap performance at Worcester nightclub Whiskey on Water just hours before he was slated to take the stage on Thursday night. I don't know if I like that name, Whiskey on Water, but okay. Promotional materials for the event sponsor, Boston-based alcoholic sports drink company, Vodkai, or it's VODKYT, so it's like Vodkai, said that the night would begin with DJ set today at 30, and Brown was expected to arrive around midnight. At 10 p.m., the the vodka sponsor Instagram account posted a screenshot of a delayed flight itinerary from Miami to Boston. So apparently it got delayed, they say. But how Antonio Brown can it get? If the greatest man to ever strap on a helmet, that's what this guy says, couldn't show up to a show, how on earth did the crown jewel of central Massachusetts expect them to? I mean, would you go to a rap show for a guy like that? I probably wouldn't.
No, of course not.
So you're a sucker if you bought tickets for this.
Absolutely. Just like those people who bought Green Day, Blink-182 tickets.
Yeah, so the bar owner booked this guy on September 19th. Our new manager has some entertainment connections in Boston through a promoter. And he reached out to me and said he thought he could get Antonio Brown here, Eric said. I'm like, sure, you can. The Bucks couldn't even get him on the field. How are you going to get him here? Which is true. That sounds like that's a bar owner's or promoter trying to fucking make something happen when you would have been better off just getting a good cover band in there.
And with how much the NFL's probably paying him, Jesus Christ.
Well, they're not paying him anymore.
Well, but, I mean, at the time.
Yeah, and to me, you would have got more bang for your buck if you hired a cover band or a DJ, right?
Uh-huh.
But with all due respect, it says respect to Whiskey on Water and its staff, but red flags should have been flying everywhere the second the subject was even broached. He's right. So they knew who they were dealing with, and they still scheduled this thing for 3 days out and promoted it, thinking one of the biggest headaches to ever head case was going to show up. And here's the thing: Axl Rose tried to do that in Montreal, and they basically rioted it. He did that a couple times. I remember reading a story about how he didn't show up to Philly once because he was watching the Knicks game on the couch or something.
It would literally leave people in the stadium waiting, and you want to turn fans real fast. I mean, that's a number one way is just to leave them waiting after they paid a lot of money to see you.
Yeah,
It,
you don't do
it's
that in
it's
Philly.
and and
Ask
and
Jane's
and
Addiction.
and also to really outcast yourself from your other bandmates, like teammates, bandmates, whatever. It's
Yeah.
not right. It's not right.
So Jane's Addiction tried to fuck over people at Tower Theater in Upper Darby, and the fans, because the band walked out, and the fans were so pissed, I think they overturned the bus.
Well, did they
Or
have a reason? Did they have a reason for walking out?
uh, maybe they were trying to say it was the mic, or it was just, dude. Perry Fuel was so fucking drugged up,
Like I know
like
GNR Axel just did it sometimes because he just didn't feel like it. But then you've got other, issues where somebody's vocal cords are shot and they just can't perform. But then you've
yeah,
got
no, it
like then
wasn't
you've got
anything like
Dave
that.
Grohl who literally is in a cast and will go out there on a chair and perform. So it's like I don't know.
Yeah.
Very weird.
So yeah, it's there's a janesaddiction.org. There's a whole fucking thing behind it. So it says 1990 November 19th. Uh whatever he goes, whatever I do, I try to make it feel like it's the first time I've ever done it. What an asshole. So im- it's I remember seeing this on it was a series on Vice about stories, or like party stories or concert stories, and they flipped the bus. So um it sparked a riot. Debris littered the street in Tower Theater in Upper Darby, with 23 people facing various charges. Philadelphia police officer injured in the wake of last night's disturbance by concertgoers. Many of the 3,000 people attending the sellout show became unruly
Jesus.
when the headliners and a band called Jane's Addiction walked off the stage early. One witness said the group quit only 8 numbers, after 75 minutes instead of the expected 90, complaining about the sound system. They got pissed
Wow.
about the 15 minutes. Uh, Fans spilled into the streets around the theater at 69th and Ludlow and began throwing bottles and stones and blocking traffic at about 10:30. Police said the crowd tried unsuccessfully to overturn the band's bus. So they tried to, but they didn't. More than 100 officers, including 30 from Philadelphia and 40 vehicles from Delaware County towns, responded to help quell the disturbance, which took about an hour.
That is
um,
definitely a reason to start some shit.
yeah, man, you can't. I don't know, man. I don't think can't be especially when people come to see you. Better
Yep.
have a good reason.
Yep.
Better have a damn good reason. Speaking of reasons, and are you a cuck for Musk? I want to dig into him a little bit today. Now, we didn't get to talk about it because I was on vacation in London, but like I predicted correctly on this show, Musk is now buying Twitter right before it went to trial because he knew he was going to lose. So he's buying it now, right? You saw
Yeah.
that.
That is going through. And he apparently
He'll buy it.
wants to make
Go
it
ahead.
similar to some social media outlets over in China where it's a one-stop shop to do everything.
Yeah, so you can control everything from one spot.
Yeah.
Smart. Not really, but yeah, I mean, that's why China does it, so they could shut it down when they have to. I
Uh-huh.
mean, yeah, so he's not gonna do what you thought he was gonna do. I think he was, blowing smoke up people's ass, and, Twitter sued force Musk to abide by the deal. A trial is scheduled to begin, and he pulled out right before that because his legal team were like, "You're gonna lose." Apparently, Twitter got the best legal team involved when for things of this nature, mergers and agreements and things of that nature.
Mm-hmm.
Um, he was complaining about bots, but I guarantee bots are probably part of what helped him get popular on Twitter outside of, his
Oh
regular
yeah.
status. So I don't want to hear that bullshit, because if you're a tech guy and you're like, "What are bots? Do they exist?" You're full of shit. So I guess you don't know anything about social media. But okay. That being said, um, I think people are cockburn because they'll listen to him. Like, listen, I've seen numerous complaints about Tesla. I think Tesla's a good car. I don't think it's a bad product. I think it has some flaws in it, but I've seen some pretty high level people get pissed off about their Tesla. And I'm going to warn people. People want to run from the dealership and not dealing with the dealership. You're going to be careful what you ask for because you're going to get the Carvanas of the world, who, by the way, was founded by a convicted felon who did bank fraud, but that's neither here nor there. And lo and behold, the company acts like a shady company, and you think, oh, I'm going to teach them at the car dealership. I'm going to buy it all online. No, that's just so you can't get to them when you have a problem. That's, if you think about it. And I think that's a problem with Tesla's retail model, in my opinion. You know, it's interesting in your concept, but it seems like your customer service falls a little short. And I was looking at that. I'm looking for this article. There's someone famous who bought one. They're like really pissed off about their Tesla and their experience. I'm trying to find it right now, Mike. But um,
I
he's
know.
telling people not to. I'm sorry. Go
Okay.
ahead.
I was going to say, I am, as you're looking for that, I am seeing reports as I'm just looking this up that he does plan to cut Twitter's cut their staff by 75%, or 5,500 staffers.
Wow,
Once he
he is
does take over,
he's
reduce
such a
Twitter's
man of the
workforce by
he's
75%.
such a
Yeah.
man of the people, isn't he? Like all you fucking Elon Musk cucks. He does so much for humanity. Get the fuck out of here. This makes me laugh. Like, the guy's a brilliant guy and he's made a lot of money, good for him, but don't act like he's like the all of all. Like, people want to anoint the next Steve Jobs, and the Apple fanboys totally remind me of the Musk fanboys.
I mean, he's overpaying for it, as he's already admitted he's overpaying for it. So he has to make that money back. So
Right. So he fucked up by putting his dick on the table because he thought he could fuck around, and someone said, "No, Elon, this is your responsibility. You will have to pay this, or you will lose in court." Now, that's why he didn't go to trial, because his lawyer said, "You're going to get crushed. You're going to lose
possibly, yeah.
100%. That's what they're paid for." And he didn't. And he rather save face. I mean, let's talk about another one. Wasn't he trying to charge Ukraine for the internet?
Oh, with Starlink.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Now, I'm
yeah.
not saying he shouldn't, but he's the way he did it was hilarious to me. He says SpaceX says it can no longer pay for critical, or I'm sorry, Starlink for critical,
Critical internet
you know,
access that he was giving,
internet
like
access. Yeah.
he gave it to
So
them with the
he's
guise
threatens to
of
stop
here,
funding.
right? He gave it to them with the guise of, you're going to be able to use the internet. I won't let you not blah, 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 blah. I'll let you have your voice and access. But then after he did that, realized, oh shit, I can't afford this, and started charging them. Is that basically what happened?
Or maybe he felt like he got what he needed. So Musk
That's
backed off
true.
charging Ukraine for internet. So then he went about face. Says they will keep funding. What a good guy he is. I love when people create a problem and then they want to look like the solution to the problem.
Right.
No, you created it. You are here to clean it up. So, world's richest man previously said it could not pay for satellite internet in the country indefinitely. Elon Musk on Saturday announced that his company would continue to pay for Starlink internet. They suggested he could not keep funding the project, which he said was losing around 20 a month, 20 million a month. It's already losing money for other reasons. Trust me on that. Yeah. Musk said on Friday that he considered it unfair that SpaceX wasn't subsidized by the U.S. military to operate Starlink in Ukraine, even as the company's competitors such as Lockheed Martin and Boeing received billions to provide resources. The U.S. military confirmed it was communicating with the billionaire's company about funding for satellite internet network after CNN published memos sent from SpaceX to the Pentagon. So he's just trying to move things along quick.
Yeah.
That's all he's doing.
I mean, at the
He's
end of
all
the
about.
day, he's a businessman.
I don't blame him for that. I'm okay with that. But It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia actor said Tesla lost a customer after his car was stuck in a parking garage for days when his key fob broke.
Oh,
So,
I've listened to this podcast episode. Yeah, it's
yeah.
fucked up.
Glenn Howerton said his Tesla was stuck in a park garage for over 24 hours after his key fob broke. The actor described a frustrating experience when Tesla support failed to help him start the car. Wow, look at that. It's unclear how much of the issue was an error versus an issue with the Tesla. The It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia and AP Biostar Glenn Howerton described in a podcast Monday a frustrating experience with his Tesla, and he told his co-stars on the All City podcast that he was locked out of his Tesla on Friday night after his key fob broke, and the actor said he was unable to connect to Wi-Fi on the bottom floor of a Los Angeles parking garage using an electric car maker's app for accessing the vehicle.
Yeah.
A fail-safe against issues with the key fob. Now, couldn't there be an ad hoc added to that? I don't know the science of that, but I'm just thinking Chromecast here. But Tesla says on its website, for its Model X, your phone and vehicle must both have actively connected cellular service to allow the mobile app to communicate with the vehicle.
Right.
Makes sense. Tesla recommends that you always have a functional physical key readily available in the parking area with limited or absent cellular service. Okay. So it's
Yeah. His
unclear.
his key fob wasn't working. The backup is to use your phone and the app, but he had no internet access in the basement. So when he was parked down there, he went down to go get into his car after he was at this premiere event and realized he had left with his key fob, knowing it didn't work, knowing there was an issue with it. But then um, going ahead and trying to use the app, there was no internet. He found out later on through Tesla customer support that there was also another way to do it. And I can't remember what it was, but he didn't know that there was a third way to do it. But it does suck, especially when you've got a vehicle where it's so advanced that it needs internet. And that goes with anything nowadays. Most things in the world require some kind of internet connectivity to function.
Earlier this year, Tesla owner told Insider he was locked out of his electric car after the battery died, an issue that he found that he said would cost over $20,000 to fix. In August,
I-
Vox reported that owners had filed thousands of complaints against Tesla service centers. Last year, Insider reported that drivers were seeing on social media that they were having issues with their brand new Teslas, including poor paint jobs and misaligned car panels. Welcome to the car business, motherfucker. Welcome to the car business.
Well, what do you
You
do
thought
with
you
a
were just
Tesla if, like, people these days, adults, grown adults, actually still run their cars until they run out of gas? So, what do you do when it runs out of electricity? And
not
that is the
sure.
user's fault. Obviously, it's user fault.
Sure. So it was a struggle to get Tesla support on the phone. He said he had to be on the phone for over 8 hours.
What?
How, yep.
What?
He
Who
said he
does that?
camped at the parking garage while trying to fix the issue. He said, I found it nearly impossible to get in connect with Tesla's support team. I had a very difficult time getting through to any of these people. So I want you to picture this. A company that runs on technology cannot put through a technological system to get you to customer service in less than 8 hours. Is that on
Uh,
purpose by not being able to do it, the ability, or is that because they decided to cut customer service and not have people on staff? I would go with the second choice.
Is there a max
Um,
that you would wait on customer service line? I think an hour and a half, and I'm done. I can't do that's max, and that's if it's really
well,
important like this. I
if you have a
can't do any
Google
further.
Pixel if you have a Google Pixel like I do, there's a feature where it will hold for you an alert when someone gets on the phone. But
You've got to be kidding me. That's a thing.
yep, it's
How?
amazing. But
That's a thing. Oh, come
you
on.
don't be jealous because you don't have it. So here's
I
the
have an
thing.
iPhone like a normal human being.
Yep, you're part of that cuck crew. So
Cuck. That's another T-shirt. Cuck crew.
yeah,
Taking it deep with the Cuck crew.
yeah. They
If you ever have a live event, I will pay to get the shirts made up where the back of the shirt says Cuck crew.
That's hilarious. So
Oh
the thing is,
man.
I don't know. I just find he's got a lot of this shit going on, and
What are these growing
there's
pains?
maybe, but listen, there's the other car manufacturers that are already out there are making their electric cars, and they're going to catch up to them. I guarantee it. So if you're thinking
See,
about buying an electric car,
I look at
wait 2 or
Elon
3 years.
Musk as like a literal he's very smart. He's like a genius. But at the same time, like when you see him on podcasts or in interviews and on Twitter, he is like a giant kid. He's like one of us if we had a shit ton of money. Like
Well, here's the other thing that makes me laugh at him. Elon Musk says the public realizes it's foolish to buy a gasoline car because its value will drop while the world turns to electric vehicles. So here's the thing. That probably is or isn't true. I don't think that's true. You could go, but you can't buy an electric car like his, right? And he talks about them not holding value. sometimes that car is 80, 75 grand. I sold cars. That same car, after 2 years will then go for like 45 to 39 grand. Okay. So they'll talk about hold it value in 2 years, you drop off half the fucking price. You're like any other fucking car on the market. You know what I mean? So
But
it's about demand.
do electric cars fall off in terms of value just like regular cars? Because regular cars have engines, have those like it has so
Well,
much more to
it's
it.
not really that. Just
Whereas,
Tesla's in a class. It's in a class of its own, and there's a I guess a supply issue for used ones, but you can get them pretty easily. So because of it being fully electric, people will drive the Toyota Prius because it's gas and um it's a hybrid.
right,
So it uses gas, but it uses it more efficiently. So you get 51 miles per gallon in the city for I think 48 on the highway. More efficient in the city because it's about stopping and going. But the whole point of me telling you that is, listen, you know, I just think it's funny. That's pretty self-serving for him to say that. Like it's most people realize it's foolish to buy gasoline cars right now. Yeah. Well, should they buy yours instead? Have you created an affordable model for people to buy, Mr. Tesla? And, like I would love to see him come out with like a $20,000 Tesla,
oh yeah, come on,
right? Right? But it's not going to happen.
it's not going to happen. You're right. We've
I
got to
don't know if
wait.
that's because of his price or the markup or how much it costs. I'm not saying it's on purpose, but I think the market is getting more competitive. Like they
Hmm.
tried to make a pickup truck and it looked stupid. It looked like it should be on Andor, like the Star Wars series. Like it
Yeah.
was like, oh, okay. And like Chevy and Ford are like hold my key, and they're making some pretty good looking trucks. So I mean, I don't. I just think it's funny, man. Like everybody, some people talk about this guy like he could do no wrong, and I'm not saying he's like the worst person in the world. I just recognize him for what he is, right?
Right.
Like, you know, Steve Jobs. Some people say he was an asshole to work for. He was a genius in creating certain things. So it is what it is. But Mr. Musk, gives off a certain musk, if you will.
But
So I
you
just
you
think,
you I
I
was gonna
just
say
think
I
his.
was gonna say you
Go
are
ahead.
correct in once they become available more so in the used market, that's a big market they're gonna hit.
Everybody's trying to like tonight. It's unprecedented. Like everybody's calling me during my show. It's like my
you're
fourth call.
you're a popular dude.
Yeah, right? So,
People want
anyway,
to know what Godfrey's up to.
with that being said, I'm gonna talk about one other thing. We're gonna end it a little early because I gotta jump on another show after this, but, um, I will tell you guys that yeah, so I found this interesting. I was running across this. The billionaire CEO of I don't even know what LVMH sold or what LVMH, whatever company it is, it's a billionaire CEO, sold his private jet to stop people from tracking it on Twitter. They and so that's why he sold it, and it looks like a cruise ship on air, but I think it's funny that people are getting freaked out that are billionaires, like, they wanna hide somewhere because they're, like, stealing something, right? They don't want people to know where they're at, and I think some of them actually feel like that, like, "Oh, man, th these people are gonna get pissed at us," you know what I mean? Yeah,
Yeah.
you know why. You know why they're gonna be pissed at you, motherfucker, and and if it cracks me up that they freak out about getting tracked on Twitter, getting their plane tracked, like someone's gonna shoot it out the sky.
Yeah.
That's not gonna happen.
Nobody's gonna do that
And,
shit.
you know, and it's almost like, "Oh my god, I have to sell my plane." But the plane is pretty amazing. But in October, an interview with radio classic Arnold, who is worth almost 150 billion, said LVMH had sold its private jet. According to a translation of the interview by Bloomberg, Arnold said he now rents planes wherever he flies private. Twitter accounts that track flight data of celebrities, including Elon Musk and Taylor Swift, have amassed a considerable following online. Among the most popular accounts that track, I don't even know who this fucking guy is. Like he, like no one wants to follow you, dude. Like, do you know who this guy is? I don't even know. Like, no
No.
one's fucking. Who wants to follow you anyway? The accounts sprang up in the last 6 months and have a combined following of almost 100,000 users. Prediction here: how much do you want to bet that the kid that Elon Musk tried to buy his Twitter account off of, he somehow magically suspends his account? I'm waiting for it. Let's
Oh
see if you do that,
wow.
Mr. Free Speech. Let's
Oh
see if you do
wow.
that, Mr. Free Speech,
Yeah,
Mr.
because
Elon Musk.
Musk
I'm calling
was
you out now. I want to see if you suspend this kid's account that's been tracking it that you tried to buy. Let's see if you're really about fairness. I can't wait. I
Mu-
bet you he does.
Musk's whole platform was it doesn't matter what you say, it's only words, and you should be allowed to say whatever you want. Yep.
Mm, we are going to find out. I can't
Uh
wait
huh.
to see him run it and see what kind of bullshit he tries to pull off at the
It
Senate.
it'll be
And then
interesting.
people will be like baby birds, like, "Oh, it's okay because this is the reason why." And
Daddy Musk is doing it. We're good.
Daddy Musk is doing it. Daddy Musk, I'm your cuck. Yeah,
Oh, so many T-shirts off this show.
I know, right? But listen, guys, I'm ending it early. Just a few minutes. Thanks for tuning in. We had some fun today. We will be back next week. Like I said, we're gonna move the show to a future time. I think Tuesdays will might be the permanent slot, but that's a couple weeks in the future. And with that being said, this is Z Godfrey. Not saying goodbye, just saying take it deep.